Hello Mustangs, welcome back to another episode of The Spill. My name is Riley Browand.
And I'm Danica Donez.
On Friday the 28th, Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe resigned, citing his poor health conditions. He is the longest-serving Prime Minister in Japanese history. He was elected in 2012 and will serve until his party has elected a replacement, hopefully by September. Prior to this, he served as Prime Minister in 2006 until he resigned in 2007 for the same health concerns. This comes at a bad time for Japanese-U.S. relations with the coronavirus crisis, increasing tensions with China, and the global economic recession.
More COVID-19 rapid tests are going to be available at urgent care facilities, so people who do not show symptoms but have been exposed to others with the virus can get their results quickly and return to school or work the very next day. Nashville's COVID-19 restrictions are changing this week as they move on to Phase 2, which means events such as funerals and weddings can have a larger capacity as long as face coverings are worn and social distancing is in place.
The U.S. has imposed sanctions against the International Criminal Court's chief prosecutor, Fatou Bensouda. She was added to the U.S. Treasury Department's list of specially dedicated nationals on Wednesday, the 2nd of September. The special designation freezes any assets they might have in the United States or subject to U.S. law. This comes after she opened an investigation into alleged war crimes committed by U.S. troops in Afghanistan. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has denounced the ICC, saying it unlawfully attempts to subject Americans to its jurisdiction. He also stated that those who continue to materially support those individuals risk exposure to sanctions as well. The ICC began in 2002 according to the Rome Statute, the United Nations treaty agreed upon by over 123 nations in 1998. The U.S. originally had signed the agreement but never ratified the signing and later removed its signature. Therefore, the ICC has no legal basis with which to prosecute the United States government. The sanctions were immediately condemned by human rights groups, saying that the lawful jurisdiction did not matter due to the severity of the alleged war crimes and the supposed impartiality of an international court.
In local news, a 20-year-old UTC student named DeAndre Anderson is running for the 2021 City Council District 8 seat. While most of his peers are partying and participating in typical college antics. Anderson stated in an interview, "Why stop us while we're young? Well, DeAndre, you'd have my vote. You know, if I was actually eligible to vote." Now some news from your very own Walker Valley High School. Homecoming week is coming up, starting on Monday the 14th, and the theme for Monday is I Don't Do Monday, or Pajama Day. Tuesday is Teen Beach Tuesday, Biker vs. Surfers, and Wednesday is Wild Wild Wednesday, Western. Thursday is Movie Theater Thursday, Character Day, and Friday is Spirit Day. Also, SGA is selling homecoming t-shirts. Sizes small, medium, large, and extra large are $10, while extra, extra large and up are $12. You can get your form from Mrs. Cole, and it has to be returned back to her by Tuesday, September 8th.
Up next, we have a segment called Gaming Corner, where Sam Gregory and Blaze Loyalist will go over gameplay and review some of the most popular games.
Hi, I'm Sam Gregory.
And I'm Blaze Loyalist.
And this is Gaming Corner.
Fall Guys is a 60-player battle royale where you go against other players and play different obstacle courses. In Fall Guys, there are 4 different maps: Team, Race, Hunt, and Final.
The first type is Race, where you go on an obstacle course and your goal is to qualify for the next round by having the fastest possible time you can. After that, you can move on to a Team round where you face another team and your goal is to beat them in whatever game mode you have to move on to the next round, which is typically the final round.
Hunt maps revolve around hunting your opponent down and either stealing their tails or jinxing the opponent. Final rounds are always the last round, and the objective of the final round is to be the last man standing and win the crown.
One of the things I like most about the game is that it's pretty original and it's just very inventive in its design and gameplay, and it's just not like really anything I've ever seen before.
There are a lot of cosmetics in the game too, allowing your character to be very unique compared to everyone. And the developers are adding more and more cosmetics every day, so I don't think you'll ever get bored of your character because there's always going to be cosmetics out. I like the game because it's very fun to play. It does get frustrating sometimes, but you can easily overcome that by playing with friends or alone because it's always satisfying to get a win.
We decided to give this game a 7.5 out of 10 and our own personal seal of approval.
In Walker Valley Sports, our football team wants to thank everyone for the atmosphere our student section created at Bradley last week, as well as the support they received in the halls and around the school all week as we get ready for our matchup tonight versus the 2-0 Ray County Golden Eagles. Next week, we will have a bye week, but we look forward to seeing everyone that can come out for our homecoming game the next week. In volleyball, our 4 and 3 Mustangs have a tournament this weekend, and they also play on Tuesday at Bradley.
We're going to close out today with another segment of the Question of the Week. We hope you guys enjoy.
You know the old principal, Mr. Akiona, right?
I remember.
Are you familiar with his buried treasure he left behind on campus before he left?
No, I don't.
I know nothing about that.
No. No, Your Highness, I do not.
Thank you. Yes, the respect I deserve. Been running the show too long.
Let's talk about that.
This guy knows too much.
I'm not. Please elaborate.
I don't, but I'd like to.
You would love to. So let me explain.
Legend has it.
Before Nathaniel Akiona left school, he buried a treasure on campus, and some say it's on the football field, some say it's under the goalposts at the soccer field. It is worth approximately 1 million doubloons or 6.8 smackaroos.
Got like, I don't know, 8 doubloons in it, which is like 5 smackaroos.
We don't know where, we don't know how much. It's worth 250,000 doubloons, aka 6.4 smackers.
That's crazy.
That is insane. Yeah, could you be the one to find it?
Yes.
Yes, I believe you, Benjamin Falcone, have the courage. With the help of your brother, Timothy Santo Falcone, you may have an opportunity to be the one to find Nathaniel Akiona's buried treasure.
Let's go.
Let's go. Do you think that the treasure is real?
Definitely.
Do you think you could be the one to find it?
No, I could not.
I definitely think Haley would. I think Caden would.
I'm going to go dig up the football field right.
I'm very confused. Does school us money?
Yep.
No,
Why not?
because I don't care.
Well, why don't you start caring?
I just don't care about finding any treasure.
I mean, it'd be a million doubloons. I mean,
1 million balloons?
doubloons.
Because it's in a secret spot that only he knows.
Well, why don't you try finding it?
Because it's hidden on the top of the sea.
I got all I need.
I mean, all right.
Do you guys know about the pool on the roof? Do you think the neglect it's been subjected to due to the break because of the coronavirus has affected it, and is it worth the repairs?
My gym teacher said it didn't exist.
Well, your gym teacher's wrong.
Freshman frenzy.
So how do you feel about being in a new school for this school year?
Pretty good.
Interesting. Nerve-wracking. But cool.
How has Corona affected, your daily life and school life?
Frustrating.
Bad, I guess.
Made them a little bit more difficult.
I mean, it doesn't really bother me. It's just we're here to be here, I guess. I mean, you catch it, you go home. That's what it is.
Not too good.
I mean, I think we might get sent home one time, then give it a couple months, we'll be back. But, I mean, it might mess up my school year just a little bit, but it's not too bad.
Down. I don't want it to shut down, but it's probably going to shut down.
You feel tense.
I do feel tense, thank you.
What?
His shoe was untied.
My shoe is untied. So do you know about the pool on the roof that all students can attend at any time as long as they have a pass for it?
Absolutely.
No. No.
The Walker Valley pool?
Mm-mm.
No, it's on the roof, right? You can't miss it, right?
There's a pool on the roof?
There's a pool on the roof here at Walker Valley High School.
Cool.
So, between the 4 months of us not being here, how filthy, stinky, and downright dirty do you think the pool on the roof is from just not getting the care it needs?
Green. Knowing how my pool looks after like 3 weeks of neglect, it probably looks really bad.
I think it will be moldy and green and a lot of algae.
Do you think the uptake and the the revival of that pool will be more than is necessary?
Probably. Well, that depends. How long has it been there? How long is it not being cared for?
I just said 5 months, buddy.
Oh, you did? It's probably really stinky and dirty.
I mean, you probably got a little green, got some brown in there, just a little mix. You got some frogs, got a family up there of some bugs, it's just your normal pool thing.
Yeah, I love me some frogs. Monkeys are better than frogs, though. Anyway, do you know about Mr. Akiona's buried treasure here on campus?
Absolutely not.
No,
No. No, I do not.
not at all.
Well, before he left the good old One Valley, he had a buried treasure here, a surplus of gold, riches, and V-Bucks, right? Buried somewhere here on campus. What was that?
That's nice.
Some say it's in that trash can down there. Others say it's in the locker room. Some even say it's somewhere on campus. But do you think you could find Akiona's so-called buried long-lost treasure?
Probably not. Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah.
No,
Why?
because I don't want it.
I mean, it's Akiona's buried treasure. You sure you don't want it?
I'm positive I don't want
You really think you can't find it?
it. Yeah.
Not with that attitude.
That concludes that. Thank you, everyone.
Well, that's all we have time for today at the Spill.
Have a great day, Walker Valley.